So you see, you have a choice, Batman. By the time you're hearing this, Alexei will be dead. You can either go to his funeral and console his mother, or take those 2 plane tickets to Florida and go to Disney World. The choice is yours, Batman. What will you do?
I'm Batman.
That's the whole premise of that's the whole premise of the choice, Batman. Only you can choose. Yeah.
Well, my parents are dead, so I am going to Florida.
They never brought me to
They never
Disney
brought me
World.
to Disney World. I have an
Despite the
opportunity.
fact that I'm a billionaire and I could have gone whenever I wanted.
I owned it.
Where are the rides? I hid them in my ass, Batman. And I stitched it shut. You can't have them.
Oh, no.
You'll never find the rides, Batman. You'll never find the workers to operate the rides, Batman.
They're underneath the tracks. They're rotting. The black mold is caused by the rot of humans.
I've been seeing those videos on TikTok.
What?
I don't know why, but my For You page is just covered in, not covered, but
In black mold.
in black mold.
I need to
No.
tear it down immediately.
In like people posting they're like welfare checks on
Yeah.
elderly people,
Oh.
and it's like they'll just like post a video of the outside of the home and there's like 1,000 flies on the window and it's like, oh no. Oh no. And then like the next they'll cut forward and they're showing just the amount of mold that is formed on the ground. Well, when people die, you know.
Oh no, it's necrosis is such a huge it's such a huge threat
Mm-hmm.
to all life on Earth,
Mm-hmm.
which is why when the Black Plague was around and made you die before you died,
Mm-hmm.
medieval war is over castle walls.
I really wish COVID was a bigger deal than it was, so we could have done that. Like if there was like a war going on,
If the
then
Ukraine
also-
war, if the COVID started during the Ukraine war, so we could sling
sling
infected bodies.
That'd be pretty cool.
Wait a minute. I just watched Last of Us. That gives me an idea. Get me on the phone with America's top general. I have a new strategy that will surely win us this conflict.
This will prove good for everyone involved.
So you see, Major Sergeant General, you have a choice.
You see, Commander-in-Chief, you
By-
have a choice.
By the time you're hearing this, Zelensky will be dead. You can either fling all the COVID bodies over the wall, over the Russian border, to kill them, or
To kill them.
or take Hillary Clinton's oil money.
I know what I'm gonna do.
What am I going to do? Cracker
I'm-
Jack would
I'm
want
gonna
me to
eat-
take the money.
By the way,
Cracker Jack was a bad dude.
do you like chocolate chip?
I love big gay ice cream. Oh wait, no, that was fuck, what's his name? The billionaire. The guy who lost it for the Democratic seat, the 2020 election. Mike. No, not Mike.
Mike Pence.
Mike Pence.
2020.
Yeah, I mean, Mike Pence kind of did. He kind of pulled like a big revolver ocelot at the end there that caused January 6th.
Yeah, he really did. He was like, "Wow, Trump, I don't like this."
Wait a minute. I'm working. I just realized I'm working for Trump. The Colt Single Action Army. This one gun will let me control half of the military. What do you have against the revolver? I just think you like to say it because you like the word revolver.
You know, it's really sad. My first Metal Gear was MGS4, so I knew him as Liquid Ocelot
Liquid
first. I was like, oh, I don't understand any of this.
What a stupid name, by the way.
Absolutely, but
At
he's
least
a
Liquid
stupid
Snake
character.
makes sense because that's an eel.
Yeah.
That's just an eel.
There's also water snakes.
There are water snakes, yeah.
But yeah, Liquid Snake. How come there wasn't an air snake?
Mm.
There's Solidus.
There's solid.
Wait, is it just Solid
Solidus.
U.S.?
Because he's the American
The
president.
U.S. president,
Yeah,
yeah.
solid U.S. president snake.
That's so annoying. I love that. That's not Solid Snake.
Was he supposed to look like Snake? Because he looked
guess.
very different when I
Yeah,
was
the
a
only
kid.
person who looked like the real, Big Boss was Solid Snake.
Yeah.
And even then, all he could grow was a mustache. Right? Like he
Yeah,
can't.
he can't grow a beard.
Yeah. God.
Like all true sons of their fathers. If your dad can grow a beard, you can't. If your dad can't grow a beard, you can.
My dad refuses to grow a beard, so I can't. He can. Dude, I saw a picture of him with a beard. He has this magnificent, massive, full beard with 2 ginger stripes that run through it.
Oh,
He
he's
has-
embarrassed about his Cheeto dust.
Well, you know what it is? It's because his mother, my grandmother, she hates facial hair. Hates it, hates it, hates it. She literally, like, a week before,
And of course, your
Two-
dad, biggest Oedipus complex on earth.
like, dude, 2 weeks before she died, she was like, "You need to shave your face. You look bad." I was like,
That one
Wow.
statement caused her death.
"Thank you." Dude, oh my
That one
God.
statement led to her assassination by the PMC, organized by Mike Pence.
She's
So
like,
you see, President Trump, you have a choice. You can either shave your face to appease your mother. By the time you're hearing this, your mother will be dead. You can either shave your face to appease her, or unstitch my ass to look for the fucking Disney workers to go on all the rides.
I really did you hear the rumor? I don't know how true it is, but apparently Trump was trying to steal the Beast.
The Beast?
Yeah, the limo, the armored
Yeah.
car. Apparently, I don't know how true that is, but I really want it to be true. That Trump was
Oh,
give me the keys, give me it.
Give me that. Let
Well, yeah,
me
'cause he
let me
was
drive
locked-
the boat.
I guess apparently he was locked in it at some point.
Yeah, you remember that. He got locked in it. Yeah. And he's just sitting there. Like, he tried to get it. Like, he was the proto Joe Biden.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, when Biden tries to open a door and it doesn't go, so he just turns around and stands there. Trump did that. Like, the fucking beast pulled up, and you could see him through the tinted glass, and you see him look at the door, and nothing happens. He just looks out the window and waves. No, I didn't get stuck. No.
Good old J6. That's what people have been calling it. J6.
J6. That's
Yeah.
such a cool name.
Mm-hmm.
The
It's
J6.
such a cool name for such a lame event.
I wish it killed more people than 9/11 because that's a
Mhm.
better name than 9/11.
9/11 is
9/11 is just two
J6.
numbers.
Mm-hmm. It's like G2. The G2.
The G2,
That sounds
yeah.
really cool. I want to be interested in the G2 besides
Yeah.
the fact that it's not interesting.
We need to give all the tragedies like a cool name. Like Boston bombing is
The
already
B-
there.
the
BB
B2.
The B2. The 2B.
2B.
Yeah. Or not
Or
to
not
be.
to be.
That's what they were.
Oh my god. I think there was like more dismemberments than deaths that day actually.
Yeah, of course.
Which is like
That's what shrapnel
Sucks.
does.
oh,
I wish it, like, if I ever get hit by just a shrapnel bomb, I wish it just go right between my eyes.
mm-hmm.
I have to
having to go
live-
through physical therapy,
Oh my gosh.
being on a bed for
I don't
want to
be a
your
cyborg.
strength
Yeah, I don't want to
for-
be a cyborg.
Mm.
That's my biggest fear is being a cyborg.
Yeah, there's
I would hate to be Raiden. or Venom Snake or Oscar Pistorius or any of these people.
what do you keep a list anymore?
Of
Things
things to talk about? Yeah.
Oh,
I
let's
do.
go.
Mine wasn't very long this time.
Oh, that's all right.
Are they stories this time? Yes, they are. Fucking. I was reminded the other day. Transition. I was reminded the other day of
Trans.
No. I was
What?
reminded. Yeah,
I was reminded today that I'm trans.
of Jordan Peterson though. Oh, I was reminded of trans people, and I say, Joe, you're Joe Rogan. I say, Joe, they're not real. Call a spade a
Jamie-
spade.
Jamie, pull up a video of a trans person. Jamie, pull up some female porn.
Jamie, pull up real life Futanari on Pornhub.com. Trans people aren't real. No, I was reminded of a very bad friend who tried to make me watch. Have you ever seen Domestic Girlfriend? The anime
What?
Domestic Girlfriend? I think it's called Domestic Girlfriend.
Does this friend's name start with an M?
Yeah, it's the one who you're thinking of. One of the worst shows I've ever seen in my entire
Alright,
life.
well, I'm gonna look at some snapshots.
So if you haven't heard of this show before?
You're talking domestic violence hotline?
No, Domestic Girlfriend.
That would make a cool anime.
Domestic Violence Hotline, the anime. Like Hot Fuzz, but
Is it like? Yeah, exactly like that. What you're thinking?
yeah. So you don't know what this is? You don't know what the show is?
No.
I got reminded of I was listening to some Trash Taste highlights, and they went over the plot of this show, and I remembered my perspective on it. And it's so good that you haven't heard of it, because I'm gonna run you down like just the first episode of this show, and
It's almost porn.
it's pretty close.
Okay.
All right, so put the phone away. I need you to immerse in this experience as I go through this. So, cold open, no intro, episode 1. Our main character is this like 16-year-old kid. He just got done having sex for the first time. Cold open, he's panting. He's lying on his back. There's a girl putting her clothes on. Just cold opens post sex.
Mm-hmm.
The worst moment of a person's life. What do you do now?
Right.
Especially the first time when you don't fucking know.
Right.
What am I supposed to do now? Like that was cool.
You mean the first 20 seconds
Yeah.
or 5 hours,
Yeah.
depending. Your results may vary.
See BlueChew.com for details. Results may vary. Do not mix medication. Do not take if under the age of 16. So he got done having sex. This girl was like, he goes to school the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't talk about it with anybody. Goes to his class. His teacher's a hot young piece of ass. His homeroom teacher. She's like in her mid to late 20s probably.
Mm-hmm.
And he's talking to his friends. He's like, "Oh my god, dude, our teacher's so hot, wouldn't you?" And by the way, Japan, big taboo, not a cool thing, not like an epic thing that happens in America. Because in America, when a female teacher sleeps with a male student and she's pretty attractive, it's like, yeah,
Win.
oh, let's go.
Yeah.
In Japan, that's a big no-no. So he goes home after this character establishment, and his dad, our main character's dad, who is divorced, tells his son, "Hey, I'm getting remarried. So my new wife has 2 daughters, and we're going to be living together." I see your eyes darting, immediately putting the pieces together in your head.
Mm-hmm.
So he's about to meet his new family, his 2 new stepsisters, and who comes in immediately?
The hot
But the
teacher.
the hot teacher, and her little sister is the girl he just lost his virginity to. And this is
Damn.
like the first 10 minutes of
So
this
his new
show.
sister is the girl he just
Yeah. And then, so they're all living together now. Very tense. Very, very tense.
Mhm.
The entirety of the show is this weird love angle. I won't call it a triangle, because a triangle has 3 sides, and that would imply that the sisters also have a thing going on between themselves. The weird
Angle of love.
Yeah, the weird love angle between the sister to guy,
right.
other
Okay.
sister.
Yeah. He's the fulcrum. Or
He's
whatever.
the fulcrum.
Yeah.
Yes, he's the he's where the 2 points meet. It's just the whole show is like, should I or should I not? Or should I with the sister or should I not? And he just bounces between the 2 of them, and they just keep fucking and going through weird drama.
Gotcha.
The show was only animated for 1 season. Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
When Malachi made me watch it, I didn't make it anonymous. I forgot we didn't say his name. When Malachi made me watch it, I'm like, God, that was awful.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the worst things I've ever seen.
You've watched the whole thing?
That's what we would do after school, is we would watch shows and play games when I would go to his house.
So, like, story-wise, is it as good as Boku no Pico?
Story-wise, it's very gripping, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Very, very gripping.
Nice. It got a gorilla grip on
Yeah, yeah, it's got a gorilla grip on you, yeah.
you. Got you.
'Cause
Got you.
the moral quandaries of should I or should I not?
Have sex with my sister.
Or
God.
should I fuck my sister or my teacher?
Or my teacher.
Who is my sister?
Who's my... Oh my god.
It's
Wow.
just awful.
Yeah, that's
And
not.
then, but I delved into it because I
You got
I brought it
reminded
back
of
up because I
Right.
heard about it the other day, and then I remembered one of those anime YouTubers made a video about how crazy the manga gets after a while.
Oh yeah.
And it goes on for years and years. And I have not read it. I refuse. I'm not going to sully my brain any more than I already have by taking this information. But I think at some point towards the end of the manga, one of the two of them is one of the two sisters is in a coma for like a year, and then the main character gets the other one who's awake pregnant, but then that girl rejects him and says, "No, you should be with my sister when she wakes up." And so they have a marriage, they have a wedding
With
while the girl's in a coma.
That's amazing.
And she wakes up and she's like, "Oh, my perfect fantasy life. I'm so happy I'm awake now," and not like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Wait, so she wakes up and she's like, I love this.
Yeah, she's like, "I love this.
Oh, well,
I love my sister. I'm glad my sister likes my husband. I'm glad my sister has a
glad-
child with my husband.
I'm glad my husband's
I-
also my brother.
My husband is my brother, and I don't have any kids with him." And I wish I could write something so hilariously stupid and off the wall.
God. And also make probably lots of money doing
Buko
so.
bucks, yeah.
Because I bet you that's very popular in Japan.
It is
It's weird enough
absurdly
that the Japanese would love that.
hilariously popular. The closer you can get to porn in Japanese media, the more likely you are to have a successful franchise.
Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man, yeah.
God.
Chainsaw Man is, softcore porn, I would say.
Yeah, softcore porn, especially the anime. Oh my god.
Yeah,
See,
mostly.
I think the thing is like anime versus manga. In the manga, if you see something that you don't really, if it's uncomfortable, if it's a little bit too
You
sexual,
turn the page.
you turn your you just
whenever
turn
you
page.
want, or you
Yeah.
look away.
You just look away, or you go, oh, okay, and you continue.
When you don't control the pace of it.
yeah,
when it's an animated TV show, you just have to sit through it.
Like, oh my god.
I think when I read the beginning of Chainsaw Man, like the third or fourth chapter after he becomes Chainsaw Man and Makima's feeding Denji, because he's like, "I don't know how to eat," and she bought him those noodles. I think I just like looked at all those panels and then turned the page immediately. And then in the show, I'm like, "Why is this 5 minutes long?"
Yeah. This is a major plot point, apparently. Yeah.
A 16-year-old boy being fed, being nursed with noodles.
I need to finish that.
You do
not
need to finish that
but
gosh
I need
darn
to keep
series.
reading. Because, I mean, I imagine it's gonna be long, right?
You have up
I
to
only
the
have
end
11.
of part 1. Yeah. I mean the first season animated for the first half of the series.
Right.
So in another 12 episodes it should be done.
Mm-hmm.
If not, maybe have like a extended finale.
Right.
So yeah, cuz you watched as far as you read thus far, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't seen that much. It's a quick read. It's a quick read.
Oh, it definitely is.
Plus after that arc, like once you get to volume 6, I think, it's the pace changes and it just starts blowing through shit. It goes really fast.
Oh yeah, that's what I already noticed because it's not really about like just setting up the premises. It's like, all right, now he's a devil hunter and like this is his life now, and it's much more, like regularly paced, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for when stupid bullshit is his whole day.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Have you met Rize yet?
the whole bomb girl
Yeah.
arc. Yeah.
Oh, you gave me your umbrella? I work at this cafe. You should come sometime. He goes right there.
Yeah.
He beats her. She's on her way to work there, actually. He gets
already
there
there.
before her.
Oh god. Denji's great.
Denji's the best.
Yeah, being a simp is his
See,
I don't
he's-
like that word, but that's what
no,
he is.
Yeah, he's a simp.
That's his whole entire character.
He's a piece of shit, but he's like one of those cool, fun pieces of shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's not like a bad guy like our friends in real life.
He's just annoying.
He's just like an annoying person,
Mm-hmm.
but he still does stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's my favorite superhero. Because he's like if Deadpool was cool.
Yes,
'Cause
that's a
Deadpool
great way
sucks.
of doing it.
Now that I'm not 15, Deadpool sucks ass.
Also, his ability to regrow that quickly because he's, a demon, half demon, whatever, is so much cooler than Deadpool's slow. Oh, look at my baby hands make my penis look huge.
Yeah,
What?"
whoa, ha, ha, whoa.
Yeah.
God, Deadpool's so annoying. I understand why, like, Ryan Reynolds only gets typecast for the one thing now.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's been playing that character since 2004.
Really?
Yeah, I mean the Deadpool archetype. He hasn't had a serious role in a really long time. He played
That's
that character
true.
in fucking Blade 3.
No shit.
A sword wielding mercenary guy
Mhm.
who's quirky and funny.
Mm-hmm.
That was his character in Blade 3
Right.
back in like 2005.
Which is also a Marvel movie.
Yeah, Blade was
is
the
a
first Marvel.
Yeah.
Blade was the first superhero movie
God, it's so weird.
and the first black superhero movie.
Mm-hmm. But you don't hear
Some
big white
motherfuckers.
media talking about that one, do you?
Yeah, you don't hear white media covering Blade now, do you? Well, you're a shill for Big White now, aren't you? Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill. God, what a hard line. Those movies are actually kind of sick.
I gotta rewatch them.
The
I
first
only
two
ever
of those
saw, like,
movies
I
are
think the
actually kind of
first one.
awesome.
I think I only ever saw the first one.
The second one is literally a carbon copy of the first, just with different people.
Mischief or Cusser?
Mischief Castle! If we were 20 in like 2002 when Blade first came out, that'd be a riveting movie to start watching.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're just like, you're some some dickhead 21-year-old. You're walking around New York City. Some hot girl pulls you into this nightclub. And you're like, whoa, this is epic. Everybody in here is weird. And then blood just starts raining from the sprinklers. Whoa, what the fuck is going on?
Dude.
And then, of course, Blade shows up and kills everybody but you.
God. Yeah, we need to. I need to see that. I need to see all of them.
You should not watch the third Blade movie.
Yeah, it's that bad.
It is hilariously bad. But if you watch it after watching the first two, you won't get that, like, laughing at a bad movie enjoyment out of it. You'll be, like, disappointed because it still tries to
It's
tell a
not
Blade story. It's just really
Yeah,
bad.
It's just bad.
Yeah.
Bad Blade.
But if you watch it first and then watch Blade 1 and 2, it makes the other two shine really good, and you can just laugh at the third one.
Oh shit! Maybe
But-
I'll do that.
Possibly. That's kind of a but you got to watch Kung Pao first.
I really do.
Yeah.
There's so many movies I need to see.
Yeah.
Really quick on the topic of black vampire hunter vampires. Have you played Guilty Gear Strive?
Oh, Nagoriyuki?
Yeah.
Yeah. He has the
Dude.
best song in the whole game.
Crawl is such a good fucking song. Oh my god. Finally played Guilty Gear Strive.
Guilty
'cause
Gear
it's on
Strive
Xbox
just
now.
has too many systems for me,
Mm.
like in terms of its movement mechanics
No
and
shit.
shit in general. Also, it's optimized for my fight stick is this. Do you know how fight sticks work? Like the actual like lever part.
Yeah.
So there's these things. There's two types of gates in it, which is how it moves.
Mm-hmm.
There's a square gate and like a circle gate.
Yeah.
So each one of the points where you can register a direction, my fight stick is a square. So
Okay.
it's north, south, east, west, and then the four corners
Mm-hmm.
in a square. Guilty Gear is optimized for a
It's a
circular
circle,
gate, which is
yeah.
closer to an octagon where it
Yeah.
registers those.
Yeah.
Because it has those like weird quarter circle, back neutral, up circle.
Mm-hmm.
It has those sorts of movements for its like Roman cancels and red and yellow cancels and stuff like that. And I'm just not a huge fan of like anime fighters in general.
God,
I like when things sort of like my biggest fighting game is Tekken,
Okay.
or was for a while, but my favorite is Virtua Fighter because it was always intended to be like as close to real people fighting as possible
Mm-hmm.
while optimizing it for a video game.
Right.
Because like the most quote unquote realistic fighter is the UFC games,
Right.
but those have like a dog shit amount of extra frames added to make a punch look real and
Mhm.
stuff, and that doesn't control well when you're trying to beat somebody in a
2D
fight.
fighters work
Yeah.
much better. Yeah.
So 2D and 2.5D fighters like
Mhm.
Tekken and Virtua Fighter, which have simpler button prompts and movement systems and stuff as well,
Mm.
are more my speed. But I do appreciate what Guilty Gear goes for, like
Mm.
quite a lot. I think it's great to just have absolutely absurd shit,
Yeah,
and then just
that's
have
what
a
I
song
like.
called Society.
Yeah.
just where you scream Society 4 times in a row.
Mm-hmm. See, that's the thing about GGST is I love the fucking music in it. Like I when I'm at work, I'll have my earbuds in or one earbud in, and I'm just like scrolling through that whole album over and over and over again.
I think I have most of it in a playlist somewhere.
And then also I love the absurdity of it. Like it's just an absurd, stupid. Like every single character is ridiculous. Like it reminds me very.
His
much.
name is Soul Bad Guy,
and he's the good guy.
and he's the good guy.
He's the main good guy. And his name's Soul Bad Guy.
And he's a big
excellent.
dragon. He's a big stupid dragon
Yeah.
held back by a headband.
Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous. And then like Faust, the scary
Doctor guy
thing,
Yeah.
who uses cartoon fucking attacks.
He's stretching his big knife out
Yeah,
into a
the-
huge gigantic thing
fishing,
over your head.
Yeah, or into a fishing pole, and then using his big knife as a golf club when he reels you in.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's crazy. Or oh my god, Gold Lewis Dickinson
Gold Lewis Dickinson
swings around
swinging
a
coffins at you.
And then the coffin also has a portal to some alien dimension where the alien can throw bombs out of
Uh-huh.
it or do a grappling attack. It's silly and stupid.
Oh god, I gotta
Oh
remember the
my
fucking
God.
roster for that game. There's Ramlethal,
Yep.
Valentine, the girl with no arms,
Mm-hmm.
and then the one anime character who like actually should be in an anime fighter, fucking the pink haired bitch with the one eye and one arm, who's not even in the game. She's in the last game.
Oh, I honestly I didn't play
The big
any
boob
other
anime
one.
lady with
I played
one
the
arm,
first
one
one and the most recent one.
yeah, Guilty Gear
Guilty
1.
Gear, yeah.
Oh,
Dude, there's this one character who has this huge knife that you can just spam this like chopping attack that is just like a full, like it takes up a quarter of
because
the screen.
animation is a wipe. Right?
Yeah. God, I'm trying to think other
I
Testament.
gotta remember the Guilty Gear 1 roster because
Zato 1,
Zato
voiced by
1.
Dio, is in that one.
Guilty Gear. Baiken is the lady I'm talking about.
Oh, Baiken is in.
Oh, she's in Strive.
She's in Strive.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has an awesome song too.
Yeah, no, Guilty Gear is absolutely hilarious because like Axel is just a time traveler from like 20th century England who got stuck in the magic future.
Yeah, he can just.
What the hell's he doing there? He's a pirate.
Yeah,
He's Jack Sparrow stuck in magic future.
dude, he's so great. Oh, or Eno.
Yeah,
the,
Eno.
The metal witch.
Yeah,
I love her.
her guitar is the spirit of a Japanese fox. And Leo, I think Leo's my favorite character to play. Just a big Leo White Fang, just a big bruiser.
Oh, White Fang.
Yeah,
Yeah,
White Fang.
yeah, he's great. He's great.
I call it. He's my Unga Bunga man. Oh, and Giovanna. Giovanna's my
Giovanna, yeah,
Giovanna,
she's cool.
Nago, and Leo are my favorite.
Nago. Oh yeah,
Nagaryuki.
God, him. during-
Black vampire.
Yeah, black. I mean, I'm not wrong.
I didn't know he was a
there's only
vampire.
So many black vampires. Well, it's even better because if you play the story mode, which you don't play, you watch.
You watch
so
the
it's
story
a like
mode.
5-hour
It's
movie.
cutscenes.
Yeah, they're video game cutscenes. He's trapped underneath the earth and is released by Happy Chaos.
Happy Chaos.
Who's another great having a fighting game, a character in a fighting game who doesn't fight and instead shoots at things, and basically his entire way to play him is just dodge attacks until you have bullets and then you can shoot.
You want a character that doesn't fight? You see the trailer for Bedman.
No, I
You know about
haven't. I
Bedman?
know about Bedman, but
They're putting Bedman in it. That's a character who doesn't fight.
yeah, you know, actually, I know nothing about Bedman besides I saw what they look like.
Watch
It's a
his
girl,
trailer.
right?
No, I don't think so.
Am I silly?
It might be a femboy.
Oh yeah,
or just a kid
probably.
with long hair.
Well, 'cause
He's
there's
always asleep. He's called Bedman. Because the kid in the bed who's asleep is the character. And the bed is just like a magic artifact that fights around him. It's trying its damnedest to not wake him up. Which is one of the funniest things ever. They should add Chainsaw Man to Guilty Gear. They should put Denji in Guilty Gear. He'd fit right in. They should put my favorite superhero in.
Okay, yeah, it is a young man
It's a young man.
with light purple hair and a red arrow pointing downwards on his forehead. Avatar,
The Avatar?
Aang? Any Airbender?
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that.
I mean, the game's almost a year old. I've only played it like 2 or 3 times. So I don't remember what the hell's going on with it or how many characters have been added. Because I haven't picked it up in a while.
Yeah, he used to like much more clearly look like a guy, I guess.
Yeah.
But now,
It's kind of ambiguous.
Very
That's a
ambiguous,
different
yeah.
character. Yeah. Gender is
know.
so stupid.
gender is so stupid.
I
think
hate that
gender's
this is
so
where we
fucking
are
dumb.
in society.
Yeah.
Society.
Mankind.
Society.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's kind of the point of collapse, isn't it? This is when
Disliking society so it collapses.
no. The point of collapse usually comes when a stable society or when an empire overstays its welcome by bringing in like trivial bullshit problems,
Yeah.
like talking about gender. This is when the Roman Empire fell. This is when the British Empire collapsed. This is where the Greeks collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
America will go soon too. I sure hope.
Yeah. God, I think everybody hopes. That's my thing.
Life on the continental United States would be so much better for people when there's hard borders between each of the states. So you need a visa to go anywhere, or hard borders between each of the regions, because then it's like, oh, those people they don't vote the same as me, and I hate them. Well, good, they're across the sea.
Yeah, I think
Those stupid Californians. Oh wait, California's a different fucking country. California
That
is
would be
not
very
this
nice.
country anymore. Hell yeah.
I think that I'm a little bit worried about the collapse, only because what's going to happen afterwards? Because whenever any nation collapses, at least in the last like, I don't know, 500 years, something else took its place. Like the Dutch collapsed, the British took their place.
Yeah,
The British
yeah.
collapsed, America took their place.
Who's
Who's going to take ours?
China? But I don't.
Yeah,
care.
but China's collapsing as well. Like, seriously, every
Yeah,
time...
but China always collapses, motherfucker.
That's true.
Chinese dynasties are always made of glass.
That's
Okay,
true.
they lost Taiwan. They lost Hong Kong. They lost Taipei. They
They
lost
still have
Tibet.
Hong Kong. Kind of. Yeah.
No,
Hong Kong, they're...
they had those riots going on. They're kind of free now.
Yeah, they're... Well, yeah, they have their own system of government, but China's still like, ooh, we own you. And Hong Kong's like, yeah, okay,
No.
sure. Whatever.
Look, as
You
soon as they
don't,
say that
but-
they have a dynastic ruler again, they're gonna start eating each other.
Yeah.
All right, but that's Chinese. That's China's entire
China
history.
culture
They'll
and
always do
history.
that. All right, they'll pick the pieces up faster than us, and then we'll get all of the regions in the continental United States. Will get a bailout from NATO to allocate what was our federal funding,
Mm-hmm.
and then our probably by population, the debt will get split up.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll give it all to California,
Yeah.
and we'll be free.
And then we'll have to purchase everything with eddies.
Eddie's. We'll have to.
The good old
Everything
Euro
will cost
dollars.
$5 billion double dollars, like in Trica. We should just add more dollar signs when inflation happens,
Mhm.
instead of just put $2 signs on all the dollar bills.
Yeah, if we just
Make them double dollars,
Let's super. What's
like
it's double dash actually.
yeah, Mario Kart double
Mario
dollars.
Kart, yeah.
But like the boomer horror stories of communism or failed socialism, when inflation happens, oh, you need to bring a wheelbarrow of cash to buy a
Mhm.
loaf of bread or a gallon of milk from the store. Motherfucker. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You're just lying.
Well,
What happened is they just reserved the supply and didn't let you buy things because the number was too high.
yeah, exactly.
You were not making that amount. There was not that much fucking paper currency to go around where even poor people had a billion bolivars to bring to the corner store.
Literally, there was nothing to buy.
There was just nothing to buy. That's what inflation does.
Oh my god, it drives me insane.
I had to walk uphill both ways to school.
Dude.
Shut up, Grandma. Drink your fruit juice.
Dude. It sucks being in the food industry because I get a behind the scenes view of the prices of things, like what one company sells something for a different company to hold and sell it for. And for example, a product that I sell goes into the store at $1.50, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, $1.37,
$1.37.
and the store sells it for $4.49. It's 63%. They make 63%
Profit.
gross margin. That's the profit. That's not saying they're just making no, they're making more than double their money on it, and it's a guaranteed product. If it goes out of code, they don't pay for it. We do.
Huh.
And we put it on the shelf for them.
Oh, you put it on the shelf for
Yeah. So
But you guys get paid already for doing that.
yeah.
So why do they
No, they are literally doing it because
they do
can.
that for all their products. You guys aren't the only people that give them fucking food. So that's
Right.
they're marking everything up
They're
like
marking
that
up
to some degree.
Everything.
But they're only paying their own workers so much.
Yes. They're hardly paying their own workers. I know these workers. They're not getting raises. And they're not really improving their stores. So
No.
yeah, no, they're literally going, "Oh, inflation, guys." So ha ha ha, and taking the money. It is horrendous.
Oh yeah. That's my
Dude.
favorite part about economics is that it's not real. And that
It's-
it's just not real. It's just people being greedy
It's
and making you believe in a number.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's like Twitter. Economics is just Twitter, where a lot of people come together to tell a story about a thing that doesn't exist, and then they get mad about it.
That's exactly it. It's so. I can't wait for it to all collapse.
Yeah, I just want to go back
it.
to. I just want to go back to an agrarian society.
Yeah, every time I see that, what's that one core? Or no, it's solar punk.
Solar punk.
I want solar punk to
Yeah.
happen.
Solar
just
punk
want-
is so sick.
It's fucking awesome. Have you seen that Chobani commercial? The solar punk Chobani commercial?
Oh yeah.
It's so fucking cool. God. Oh, I want to live in a walkable city.
Walkable cities would be nice.
God,
I would
hate
like.
Central
I would like
Ave.
to plan some urban things.
Dude, every time I drive down Central, I'm like, oh, well, yeah, it's convenient that I can drive places. But, man, it'd be a lot more convenient if I could walk places.
Yeah.
Or bicycle places. Or, I don't know, not die easily from this Strode.
Well, is Central a Strode? I thought it was just a street. I thought it was a destination. Because there's nobody lives on that street.
Yeah, there's houses.
Oh, right. After it becomes State Street. I'm thinking of deep in Albany. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, all the way down in Albany. No.
Well, Central is my main method of transportation.
Right. Think of Central from...
I have to hit it at some point to go anywhere.
Central from, like... Actually, yeah, no, all of Central.
Where
because
it becomes
you're thinking
State Street.
State... No. After... Not State Street. Because you're thinking State Street...
Become Central Ave. Goes
what,
towards
Central Avenue.
Yes.
Like, all of Colony.
Yes.
That whole part. People live up and down that road. Seriously.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
Dude,
I
there's
just don't
trailer
pay
parks
attention to it.
everywhere.
Holy shit, there is. I just don't even pay attention to that.
Genuinely. There's everything mixed in. It's weird. Yeah,
Oh
every time
my
I drive up and
gosh.
down that road, I'm like, man, I fucking hate this road.
That'd be terrible to live in.
It'd be the worst thing ever. Imagine, like, backing out of any of those places. Hopefully you can turn around.
You'd have to leave your house at the dead of night
Literally.
to get anywhere.
And even then, it's not safe. You know how many people die in the dead of night there?
And then you can't back into your own driveway.
Literally, you can't. It's like, what? Dude, you couldn't pay me to live there. I wouldn't.
No,
No.
I wouldn't do it for free.
Oh, my God.
That sucks ass.
Yeah, fuck that. See, what else? What other,
Let's bomb.
let's bomb Central.
No, I'm kidding.
No, we wouldn't do
On a
that.
lighter note, I had a funny
Yeah.
day yesterday.
Go ahead.
I went. Me and Jessica were supposed to go tree climbing trees.
I saw that.
You saw that?
Saw that on your
Um, there was before I took that picture and posted that. The process of that happening was kind of a nightmare.
Yeah.
So so it started. I asked her about it first because I was at Alexei's house, and Alexei lives in the same neighborhood as her. He lives like two
I had
streets
no
down.
idea. Although everyone I know lives in that neighborhood,
Yeah.
which is
So-
insane. But yeah.
I was coming from his house last week with Noah
Mm-hmm.
because we had to talk to him about something. And as I'm leaving his house, over his neighbor's house, I see a person up in the trees. So I'm like, wait, that's over by her house. So I go down the road and I inspect and I drive by, and she's 50 feet up in the air in a
That's
fucking
insane.
tree. And there's just some guy at the bottom, like on his phone, not even paying attention to her.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked her the other day, because it's my big boy day tomorrow. I'm trying to get
Mhm.
people together for my birthday.
The big tutus.
Yeah, because if I can get a group of 6 or more people together, we can go to this like axe throwing place, and I can get in for free because
Ooh,
it's my birthday.
that's cool.
So I invited her out to that, and I brought up like, hey, did I see you like in the sky the other day?
Right.
And she said, yeah, she was climbing trees, and then she invited me out. She said we should go. So I was like, oh fuck, let's do it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So we went. I went over to her house. I picked her up. Came inside, talked to her mom, and then we left. But one of the first thing her mom says to me is like, "Oh, do you know you're bringing her to Starbucks, right?" I was like, "Oh, she's white, I presume."
She's a white woman.
She's a white woman.
Starbucks is
I
on the
figured
docket.
that's the tax on this.
Mm-hmm.
So I bring her to Starbucks first, and I don't go to Starbucks. I've been a
Mhm.
Dunkin' person my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what the things are there aside from the
That's a
funny
nightmare.
meme name stuff.
Right.
She's making fun of me about that, and she says she demands that I get a pink drink because
Oh.
it'll be funny. And I said that's the one with the strawberries in it. I don't want literal strawberries in my beverage.
You
So I-
want fictional strawberries.
I want
like in
fictional
these Dr. Pepper
strawberries, like in
strawberries and
Dr.
cream.
Pepper strawberries and cream. Oh yeah. So I get the pink drink, no berries, and I take a sip of it. First of all, I got it in the small size, and it was still $5.
Yeah. It's very expensive. Starbucks is one of those places where you look at the pricing and you
Mhm.
go, "All right, I guess I'll get the large."
Yeah, it was called, the thing she got was called the dragon drink,
What?
which I think is pretty
The
sick.
dragon drink?
It's a like fruit refresher, like the
I'm gonna
pink,
look at
like
it.
the
Hold
pink
on.
drink. It's a dragon fruit refresher, but it's called dragon drink. So I was like,
Alright.
holy shit, that's sick.
Yeah, I need to see that. Hold on.
She got that. And then she also got like a breakfast sandwich or something at 1
Yeah.
p.m.
Dude,
And
those breakfast sandwiches are awful.
It was I didn't eat it. It smelled bad.
Yeah, it's literally like a Jimmy Dean like microwave. I'm not joking. That's what it is.
Microwavable sa-
Dude, because once it gets cold, it like gets hard.
Yep.
It's weird. All right, sorry. Continue.
So we got those 3 things, and it was like $16.
Mhm.
But I sipped on that. I sipped on that drink, and dude, that pink drink is fucking pink.
Mhm.
Like it tastes pink. It doesn't just look pink, dude. That shit tastes pink.
The dragon.
The dragon drink.
What's in it?
And then we go to
I'll tell you a joke about the people that's named after. Why do French battle tanks have rear view mirrors? So they can watch the battle. Yeah,
French is hollow. Yes. So we go there, and we take a little hike into the woods. She's got a 10-pound bag on, and this
Climbing
is a like 5'6" frail, 110-pound girl. She's like hunched over carrying this 10-pound bag. I'm like, would you like me to carry that?
She looks like
She's like,
Beetle
"No!"
from Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. She's like, no. I must carry my shop of wares. We find a we find a nice suitable tree along our path, and I just see it looks like my podcast bag
Mm-hmm.
with the amount of ropes and wire in there, but they're all just like thick and colorful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, this is her this is her clown equipment.
She's
Yeah.
putting together
I
a
thought she was about to pull out like a fucking curly wig and a red honky nose. I probably shouldn't have described it as a honky nose.
one of their honkies.
But she pulls out this like this big green mess of string
Mm-hmm.
and starts untangling it. And at the end of it is like a bean bag, basically. Throw bag. She says called throw bag.
Yeah, a monkey ball.
A monkey ball.
Yeah, it's what electricians use that to like
Mm.
thread a wire through a
Mhm.
wall. It's like just a ball of shit that you throw so it falls down behind the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
But when you're an arborist and you use it to climb trees, you just throw it in between the branches of a tree
Mm.
so that you can put your rope up on it.
Mm-hmm.
She it was funny. I she tried to do it. She missed like 4 times. And then she throws it up and it gets she was aiming for this like pretty small. She wanted to get me like this is like a broken branch as well. This isn't like one of those long arms that has a ton of branches at the ends
Mhm.
on a tree. Cuz all the trees in our area they go super high up before any long arm branches
Right.
come out. So this is a pretty small busted ass branch.
Mhm.
She finally gets the thing up there. We didn't notice. It's like cracked down the middle. She gets it lodged in there.
Oh my god.
The thing it doesn't go all the way down. So we're like, "Oh, she missed. Let's just pull it down." The little metal loop that ties the string to the bag is lodged into the branch.
Oh my god.
And this is a very, very thin wire. It starts cutting your hands if you try to get any pull on it.
Ooh.
So it's just stuck there. We spend the next probably 45 minutes trying to get
Oh
this
my God,
down.
That sucks so much.
And I'm having the time of my life because this is going so hilariously wrong.
Right.
It's
right.
almost comedic.
Right. This isn't a tragedy. This is a comedy.
This is a comedy to me. She only brought the one throw bag. So we don't have anything to get it down.
right.
And it's the thing intended to get us up in the tree. We don't have like a ladder or another thing to get us up. So we can't
Mhm.
like hacksaw the branch down.
Right.
So we have to try to figure out how to either get this down or get pull on it to yank the whole branch off.
Right.
So we just go on either end of the tree and just start hucking sticks at it. Like a
All
couple
right.
natives, if you will. Like a couple Dar and the spear throwers, if you will.
Right. Right.
And that does not work. So her next idea is to go deeper into the woods and look for gigantic fallen branches.
Big long.
Big
stick.
long sticks. Because this thing is only like 15 feet up in the
I was
air.
gonna say yeah.
It's low enough that we can throw stuff at it and
Mhm.
actually hit the branch, but it's a small target. So she goes and gets like a couple 9 or 10 foot branches.
Mm-hmm.
And again, she's like 5'5" and small and frail. So she like can almost hit it, but she can't. I take a whack at it, immediately get shit in my eye.
I can see that right now. Fucking moss and whatever.
Yeah, no, like from
Bark.
the branch, like she hands it to me, and then I look up and put it above my head. It like from the bottom just immediately gets dirt in
Fucking
my
termite eggs in your eye.
eye. So I'm blinded, pretty much. I'm one eye down. Well,
You guys gonna-
I could get on your shoulders and we can try.
That's what I was thinking. I thought you guys were gonna do like a little Voltron.
Yeah,
type
so
deal.
we form Voltron.
All right.
I form legs and body, and she forms the arms and the head.
And more body.
And more body. And we pick up the big stick again, and she nearly knocks herself over trying to what?
Oh, it's just my cat.
It's
that's
just
all.
a cat.
I was like, is somebody trying to like?
I thought Miranda was just having a really bad time trying to open the door.
No. I was like, oh, she's not even home.
Yeah, so she picks up the stick, immediately loses her balance because she's like looking up at the top of it.
Fucking
So she's falling
8
over.
feet off the
Yeah. Her head is 10 feet off the ground.
right.
The thing she's looking at and maintaining her balance with is is like 15 feet up in the air. So she's throwing herself with this stick. I'm blinded in one eye, so I refuse to take any steps forward. Also, she's sitting on my shoulders. I can't even look up because I
Right.
can't tilt my
yeah,
head
no,
back.
I know this. I know this.
So I'm requiring extra instructions. I can't look down because then I'll lose my balance.
right.
I can't
You're
look
just
up.
looking straight forward.
Yeah, and
Yeah, when we're
I'm in the woods, so I don't know where my footing is. It's
Right.
inconsistent.
It's snowy, right? Is it still snowy?
No, this
area is?
oh yes, we were standing in a little bit of snow.
Yeah, so that adds to the
That
confusion.
added to my fear. Yeah, that does not work.
Mm-hmm.
So we just laugh it off, pick the shit up, and like, fuck it, we'll just leave it there. So we we continue for a hike. She shows me where she likes to go fishing there,
Mm-hmm.
and then we walk back, and she's like, I want to give it one more try.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stand here and laugh at you while you
Mhm.
attempt to pull this down. So she hucks it. That's throwing. The opposite of throwing, pulling. She pulls on it. She yanks on it one more time, and we hear the branch give way a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and immediately the smile on both of our faces completely diminished from mine because the second she looked at me, she also handed me the rope. So I walk over, I start wrapping like both of my arms around this thing to get as much pull as I can.
Right.
I put on her climbing gloves so it doesn't laser into my
I was gonna
hands,
say, so you don't destroy,
saw my hands
destroy,
off.
build, destroy a wire cutter.
My hands,
Yeah, your hands.
like some kind of saw trap.
Yeah.
We just get caught in a bunch of razor wire that
Mhm.
slowly pulls in different directions.
Ugh.
So I pull this thing down after like 3 or 4 tries. And I'm like, sweet, we got it down. That was hilarious.
Mhm.
She's like, should we look for a different tree to try and climb? I said, fuck no.
Literally.
We just spent an hour trying to get that down.
Mm-hmm.
We can do this on a different day in a clearer place
Mm-hmm.
when it's a little warmer and you have another thing to get this down with.
Right.
She's like, but we came all the way out here. I want to climb. Fuck.
So yeah, that's what you had to do.
White women, my only weakness. I had to go. Damn you, mother. So we go like 10 or 20 feet deeper into the woods, find another low tree, and I get to watch her miss throwing the bag over the loop 3 more times.
At what point did you say, "Here, give me that"?
I was about to. And then the 4th time she missed, she goes way too far to the right. This thing gets stuck, not entirely stuck, but it gets looped through like 3 thin trees. So the nearest one to us in it, because the bag is like, it's not caught. I'm like, let's not pull on it again so it gets caught up in the branches again.
Right.
I'm gonna take this thin tree and I'm gonna grab it from the base and just bend it
down
all the
yeah.
way down. And I get 8 or 9 feet down this thing. It's like 10 or 12 foot tree. And I'm almost towards it. I look back. She has walked directly in front of where I started. So I'm like, fucking move.
Right.
Because if I accidentally slip up on this, I took the gloves off. So if this slips out of my hands, you are fucked.
Yeah.
Dude, this thing
literally.
is gonna cartoonishly loop and flatten you.
Right.
So she moves. I get the thing down. She tries one more time.
Mhm.
She finally gets it. Oh, haha.
Right.
She goes first. She puts her harness on. She puts her funny little harness on. This is like a very girlish, shiny purple harness as well.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
And of course, she only brought one, so I have to wear that one after she's done. So she ties her
You
little.
always wear jeans. I hope you're wearing jeans.
No, I was wearing my black joggers.
Oh, it sucks.
She was wearing jeans.
Yeah.
What?
Well, it's because like I feel like I've
I don't like sweating in jeans.
oh
I always feel like I've done something wrong if I break a sweat in jeans.
that's funny. I probably mostly sweat in jeans or shorts.
Yeah.
That's it. I have never gone jogging in joggers.
But
Anyhow,
and that's not the point. She goes first. She's tying her little knots with her big colorful candy rope, her big orange colorful rope. She's showing me how to tie all the knots and do the stuff, and I couldn't teach it back to you because I've only seen it once. And she very, very slowly hoists herself about 9 feet up this tree because she's a very small person with not a lot of muscle going on in her
Right.
arms.
not much.
And
upper body.
walking up a tree without like the proper footwear to cling into the bark the whole time is entirely arms. So she's very slowly going up, huffing and puffing because she doesn't do cardio and she smokes cigarettes.
She smokes cigarettes.
Yeah. Okay. She gets up. I take that picture of her. I laugh it off, saying, "Good job, white woman. You got me to do the monkey things. You brought a black man out in the woods to climb a tree.
Right now to climb trees and throw. Well, if she was an electrician, a monkey ball.
This is really bad. I can't keep falling for this. She can't keep
And
getting
you were-
away with
yeah,
it."
And you were throwing spears at Damn. The friends you keep.
Oh, my only weakness. Racist white women. She gets down, and now it's my turn. Oh boy, the main event. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
I very slowly get into this tiny women's harness.
Mm-hmm.
And it is very tight, even in the smallest setting. My upper thigh is about as wide as like her
Her knee.
waist. Yeah.
Or not her knee, her waist. I mean,
Yeah, her waist. So my legs were not having a good time in this.
Ooh,
And then
choked.
she's like, "You're much taller than me, so I'm gonna give you a lot of extra line when she says when she's tying the knots." So the first thing she does, I'm not an arborist, so I'm going to butcher how this sounds to an expert climber like her or somebody else who does those things. So you got the rope over where you're gonna go. She pulls it, puts it through the loop on the harness like 3 times. Gives me like probably 3.5 feet of extra line because she's just accounting for how much taller than her I am. Doesn't account for how the physics of that will function when she's tying it.
Right.
So there's a triple knot right here in front of my belly button, and it goes all the way to the ground. So when she picks this thing up to like double knot it, she just whips it around at normal speed like it's only 6 inches long. So she just whips me in the dick and balls. And
Oh my God, she's whipping her black friend in the woods.
and to make matters worse, I could have gotten over just that. It would have been a funny haha tragedy. This rope has a metal cap at the end of it. So
Ooh.
it wraps around underneath me and just flays me in the ass. So she hit the 3-peat on me.
Right.
She gave me the 3-piece and the soda. And I'm like,
Dude, what the fuck?
because I noticed when she gave me all that extra line. I'm like, this doesn't look like how much was necessary for her, like the proportions of it.
Right.
To
That's
account
a
for the difference in
lot
our height.
extra.
And she didn't account for that at all. So up it goes.
Yikes.
I'm off to a bad start here.
Mm-hmm.
On top of the rest of the day. And then the second thing is you attach the rest of that line to the rope above you and give it like a hitchhiker's thumb knot.
Mm-hmm.
So I start walking up this thing, or I get myself adjusted. I go lateral to the ground. I change my entire axis, like a Gmod character, like a prop hunt.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to start walking up this tree with my feet, and my shoes are covered in snow and dirt.
Right.
So
you're getting
there is,
so much
it's just a
traction.
flat surface with no traction.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to pull myself up this tree with just my arms. I at one point try to like push off the tree and swing back into it and like clamp my long ass legs around the trunk of this tree.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wait, no, that's gonna destroy my nads.
Just say you're gonna kill yourself.
So I had to like awkwardly stop and just slam my ass into the tree.
Oh my god.
And then I'm basically just doing bicep curls all the way
Mhm.
up, but it's the entirety of my body weight.
Right. God.
But I'm an athlete who doesn't smoke cigarettes, so I made it up the tree way faster than
I was
her.
gonna say probably way better. Yeah.
And then I got this really weird urge to like I wanted to shoot things from there,
yeah,
like a sniper's
Your
perch.
deer hunting perch.
I wanted to have a bow and arrow on my back,
Mm-hmm.
and that feeling was kind of nice. And it was also the view from there was pretty nice.
Oh, that's sick.
But everything it took to get to that point,
So it probably wasn't worth it. I mean, it was worth it because
I
hanging out with
enjoyed
your
it.
friend.
I enjoyed it.
But would you do that again?
With anyone but her, absolutely not.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
0% chance.
Got you.
If it was Alexei, I would have hit him over the head with the big stick and left him in the woods to die. Like
Oh my god.
that experience by itself was absolutely that. If we did that, it would be the end of our friendship.
Definitely. Well, actually, if we did that, it probably would have worked immediately.
Yeah, we didn't account for the 2-man factor.
Yeah. Oh god. Man, I got a shit.
Yeah.
think we
Well, that was my
recorded long
last
enough.
story anyway, and I think
Perfect.
that was good enough. Yeah, that was a good enough segment of the second half.
All right.
Another happy landing.